Recently, a friend told me they downloaded the McDonald's app to get free fries with their meal. That word free set off alarm bells in my head. What would McDonald's be getting out of this? 4 days later, because I'm fun at parties, I've read through all of the major fast food chains' privacy policies and app permissions to bring you this video, so you know what data they're taking and what they're using it for. Part 1. Starbucks. Starbucks wants all the standard stuff. Who you are, where you are, and who you're calling and texting. It's kind of sad that's the standard stuff. Oh, and according to the app's permissions, it wants the ability to modify or delete the contents of your phone's storage.
Wait, what?
When asked why the app needs these permissions, a Starbucks spokesperson said, "The Starbucks mobile app follows all industry standard practices for app permissions that have been established by Apple and Google." That totally sounds like a reassuring thing a human would say. That doesn't answer any of my questions. Part 2. Dunkin Doughnuts. They want the ability to change your audio settings, prevent the device from sleeping, as well as send and view your texts. Bit of context. When you create a gift card in the app, you send it via text message, which means you need the ability to open, compose, and send a message to someone in your contacts book. Oh, that means they have access to your contacts book, and they can save that data if they want to build out their mailing list. Fun game. Ask all your friends and family if they think that their telephone number and email address is worth the same as a 99p donut. The problem here is they lump together being able to read your messages along with composing them. This means that if someone hacks into their server or your phone, they'll be able to read all your messages and leak them. This has happened several times before. That's a tricky fact to swallow. Thankfully, I've got myself a complimentary medium-sized coffee to wash it down with. Part 3. Taco Bell. Taco Bell wants to access your photos and videos. Why? Who knows? It's the million-dollar question. It could be because they want you to take photos of your dinner and upload it to social media. It could be because they want you to have the ability to scan in QR and voucher codes. Or it could be they want to take your dick pics and upload it to their cloud. Or all of the above. We just don't know. And although one of those options is a lot less likely than all the others, because they're not transparent with how they're using their data, we have to assume it's all three. Part 4. McDonald's. In Chicago, McDonald's replaced all their staff with an AI chatbot. It turns out even minimum wage is too much to pay their employees. In the drive-thru, these bots understood your order with an accuracy rating of 85%. That's double the accuracy of their human staff, but that's not the point. They processed and stored customers' voice data without written permission, something that's required in that state. And now they're being sued in a landmark case for hamburglaring your data. I'm not loving it. Part 5. Burger King. Along with collecting all your personal identifiers and location, Burger King secretly records your screen. I say secretly, it's buried in their terms of service. That data, along with everything else their phone app collects, has been sold to famously ethical private healthcare companies since 2014 to identify high-risk patients. They can't get your medical records, but they can, using data sets and your personal identifiers, extrapolate your current and future health. Remember, if your location services are on 24/7, Burger King can tell your insurance company you've not gone to the gym. This is starting to feel like that bit in Friends where Rachel wrote Ross an 18-page document.
Front and back.
Ain't nobody got time for that. But Ross, much like most of us in the 90s, wanted Rachel, so he just clicked accept all without reading any of the terms, and that came round to bite him in the ass, much like just downloading these apps is biting us in the ass. Did that analogy work? I feel like I've just compared Rachel Green to Burger King. Part 6. Food delivery apps. It's not just the specific store apps that are mining, using and selling your data. All of the food delivery apps are in on it as well. 4 of the top 10 apps that collect your data for their benefit are food delivery or in the restaurant category. We'll look at the worst. Deliveroo. They either ask you for or take off your phone your name, contact details, address, age, payment details, health information, recordings of calls with them, messages and your feedback, device type, contact type, IP, and through your mobile browser or Deliveroo app, your interaction with retail technology, such as NFT tags, QR codes, and use of mobile vouchers. Deliveroo also collect data about your browsing behavior on their website, as well as, quote, other websites to, quote, create profiles relating to you. And it shares sales. Call it what it is, privacy policy. You're not sharing my data, you're selling it. There's a reason why she sold seashells on the seashore and not she shared seashell. Come on! That information with all of these companies. Fun fact, this app is owned by Amazon. I should say up to a certain point I'm okay with some of this. I mean, all of these apps are going to require some data to run effectively, like our name, our contact information or our address. But it would be nice if they were clear at what data they're taking from us, what they're doing with it, and if it's kept secure, because it's often not. One customer had their delivery driver text them a very inappropriate "good night baby" message. In Deliveroo's defence, they did give that customer £5 off their next order for the inconvenience, so they're very much the hero of this story. Part 7. What they all want to know. All food delivery and restaurant apps want to know where you are. They'll sell this to you by saying that if you give them that information, they'll tell you where their nearest store is to where you are at that location, using your mobile data and your GPS. They usually give you 3 options. 1. No data. They don't get your location. 2. They only get your location when the app is open. Or 3. They can track you all the time. They make that third one the default, and most people don't change it. Tracking you all the time does exactly what it says on the tin, and they can use that data however they want. They can see where you hang out, where you live by where the phone is for 8 hours at night, and how often you go to a competitor's store, and more. Sure, this data might be anonymous, but they can use data sets to identify how many people in a specific neighbourhood do what on which night, and then send them promotions. Sure, these promotions sound great, however I promise you, the free delivery Friday they offer you is not worth a fraction of the amount of money they earn by selling on your data. Some people think they're being clever by turning off the permissions but then connect to the in-store Wi-Fi, giving them all that sweet location data all over again, along with all your browsing history. Also, all the apps want to run in the background and stop your phone from sleeping. This is to do exactly what you think it does. Collect your data all of the time and drain your battery, so you have to go into one of their stores to charge it. Or maybe that's just my conspiracy theory. Part 8. Apple versus Android. A big issue here is there's no standardized way of showing privacy or app settings. Both Apple and Android like to coin their own phrases, and as a result that's extra confusing for most of us. Apple recently changed how it shows its app permissions with the ironically titled for this video, Nutritional Data. Having spent the last week reading them, I think they should retitle it Unpalatable Data. Oh, fuck off! Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, like it, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Oh, and before you go, I think you're going to enjoy this video that I made about why OnlyFans picked cash over creators. Isn't the internet fun? Also, if you'd like to support me, you can become an internet explorer via my subreddit or Patreon. Both of those are linked below. Godspeed, and I'll see you all next week.